You are not the first to pass this way, nor will you be the last. Welcome to this vlog on Matt's Rad Show. The Vikings have descended upon Eden Prairie. This is the old Viking ship. We're gonna take a look at it today. Hey everybody, Matthew here, Matt's Rad Show. I'm standing out here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota at the former Vikings headquarters, and they still have their Viking ship out here. But here it is, the Vikings Viking ship. Now the flag is gone. There used to be a flag on there. I guess the old flag got really weathered. It got kind of torn up a bit, so they're gonna put a new flag on there actually. But the Vikings used to practice right here. As you can see, there's the old Viking emblem up there. They just moved last spring, I think, they moved to Egan, but they were here for 30 years, and this Viking ship has stood here for 30 years. So I thought, I'm not sure how they're going to develop this area now that it's no longer the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings own it anymore. I'm not sure who owns it. So I don't know if it's going to stick around or not. So I thought, I gotta document this here Viking ship before it goes away. So let's check out this Viking ship together and go from there. It looks pretty cool still. All right, there it is. Got the Vikings colors on it, yellow and purple and black. I don't think black is an official color of the Vikings, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's about the size of an actual Viking ship, which is really cool. I wonder if we can get, there's a fence, but I wonder. Oh, nice, dude. We can actually get in here. This is awesome, though. Look at this thing. This is so cool. This is really cool. Yeah, you can tell the flag. Look at that. It's really torn up. Hopefully they get a nice new one on there. Let's walk around this bad boy. I mean, it's so cool to be this close to like a replica of a Viking ship. These things were huge, and I got to give it up for the Vikings because they picked a cool mascot. Look at this thing. This is so cool. Out of all the NFL teams, I think the Vikings picked one of the coolest mascots to represent Minnesota, land of the Vikings. There's actually people that think Vikings settled in Minnesota long time ago, but of course they picked the Vikings because there's a lot of Norwegian history in Minnesota. A lot of Norwegians came and settled here, so that's why we have the Vikings here in Minnesota. Look at this thing. Epic. Looks like it's in pretty good shape, especially from this side. That's amazing. This thing is huge. This is cool. They even got like the little portholes where I believe they would have stuck the oars through, maybe. You always see the oars coming out of there. And pictures and models and such. I'm really glad I did this. I had no idea it was this cool and big. Because I've gone past it a bunch on Highway 94 out there, or 494, and thought, oh, I gotta stop at that. And now, I'm glad I did. Because I honestly didn't realize it was like made of wood and it was this big. It doesn't look this big from the highway, but when you get up next to this thing, it's gigantic. Giganticus. chasing the sun. I actually think that's how some of the Vikings navigated, is they had some sort of special rock that cast its light cast the light of the sun through it somehow, and it directed them. It's kind of interesting. Some more portholes. Not really a porthole, an ore hole. Cool. You can almost get an idea. I mean, it's seen better days, but you can get an idea at least of the scope of these ships, how big they were. And I'm sure they built them even bigger than this, but they did a pretty good job making this. It's not seaworthy, of course, but this thing is it's pretty fun. Got some good sized timbers here. I think, I mean, it's not gonna float, but it's all kind of there. There's actually one of these ships up in northern Minnesota, up near Fargo. There's a museum up there that I want to get to, where they've actually built a replica Viking ship, like really like to a T. And I think they actually sailed it to Norway and back. So I want to check that out at some point. But man, this thing is pretty neat. Looks like some of the timbers are rotten. So what are you guys going to do with this? Anybody who owns this, what are you guys going to do with it? Anybody who know anything about this? What's going to happen to this thing? I think it's a part of history for you Vikings fans out there. Skull Vikings for you guys. I think this is part of your history. You don't want to let this go. This thing either needs to end up in a museum or somewhere, because the Vikings no longer practice here, but it's part of your history, I think. So you gotta hang on to this somehow. So hopefully it'll stay here. Hopefully I'll give it another swab of paint every once in a while. Yeah, anyways. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching this quick little vlog here on Matt's Rad Show. The Vikings Viking ship. Skull Vikes, if you guys, all you Viking fans out there, hope you have a good season. And yeah, maybe we'll head downtown and take a look at the Viking ship down there sometime. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Matt's Rad Show. Quick little vlog here, and we'll check you later next time on Matt's Rad Show. Check you later. Okay, bye. People have told me that I look like a Viking sometimes. I have broad shoulders and a beard, and I can put on my burly voice. And they say I fit into the Viking culture. Viking, I don't know.